Cool TV proudly presents Kentucky High School Baseball and Softball. Now let's go live to the field for exciting high school baseball and softball action on the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV. And good evening from Raceland Baseball Complex here on the campus of Raceland Worthington High School. Welcome into the pregame show here on Cool TV as Raceland and Boyd County get ready to square off. Two of the top teams in the 16th region as we speak. Raceland comes in with a record of 12-2. They won last time out as they defeated Point Pleasant last night here at Raceland by a final score of 10-2. That was their first game since going to the beach. They went to Florida, finished with a record down there of 2-3, and looking to get things going here tonight against Boyd County. For Boyd, it's their first game since coming back from the beach. They went 3-2 down at the beach. They lost their last game to Livonia, New York. They went down to Myrtle Beach, down at the Cal Ripken Experience, 12-8. Another loss to an in-state team, North Bullitt, 6-1 on April the 4th. And then he picked up a pair of wins from Hilton, New York, and Harbor Creek, Pennsylvania, and then knocked off Butler, Ohio, 5-1. Looking at the matchup tonight, this is the first time these two teams have met in the regular season since last year. Actually get last year, excuse me. April 14th to be exact, so just a couple of days off. Boyd County won. That was a good baseball game. I remember that game. 5-4 contest won by the Lions. They met in the regional tournament. Boyd County knocked off Raceland 10-0 in 5 innings on their way to a 16th region championship. And then Raceland in 21 knocked off Boyd County 6-0 to win a region championship. That was in the semifinals. Raceland looking for their first win in regular season play over Boyd since back in 2019. They went back-to-back in 18 and 19 with a pair of wins, 7-3 and 18, 7-6 in 2019. The series was pretty much controlled by Boyd County much of the teens all the way back into the middle 2000s, and Raceland snuck a couple of wins in there in 2007 and 6. But the meetings in the 16th region tournament, Boyd County has had all of those with the exception of that one there in 21 when the Rams captured the 16th region championship. Beautiful night for baseball here. For our first game here in Ramland, they had some construction they had to take care of. They had to put a new opening to get to the press box. So instead of just a set of steps, they built a deck. And we are actually outside on the deck tonight. And with the weather we've got bluebird skies, a sun overhead that's starting down US 23 to our west. A little bit of a breeze, but it feels like May, not April. And it is an absolutely beautiful evening for baseball, and we're happy to have you along with us here tonight. We'll step aside for a break. When we return, we'll take a look at the matchups between these two teams. Two good pitchers going tonight with J.K. McKnight and Clay Kolar, and most would say those are the aces for the respective ball clubs. We'll talk about it when we return after this here on Cool TV.
Stop wishing you were debt-free. Start consolidating. Members Choice Credit Union is committed to helping you take control of your finances this new year. And all it takes is a personal loan. Imagine one monthly payment at a great interest rate. Stop worrying about debt. Start taking control of your finances. Consolidate your debt today with the help of your credit union family at Members Choice. Visit us online at mccu.net.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street, downtown Vanceburg, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Also, check out their specialty items. You can visit in person or online, where you can order at osmondpharmacy.com. In addition, Osmond Pharmacy also has daily dinner specials. Dine in or get it to go. Osmond Pharmacy is a quality pharmacy and grill located in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky.
Back here, pregame coverage on Cool TV. Both managers for their respective teams, Frank Conley, Marty Mills, meeting at the home plate area with our umpiring crew for tonight. Dave Anderson will be in the bases. I do not know the gentleman behind the plate, and I apologize. If I can get his name, I will. But I do not know the gentleman behind the plate. I've had him many games and just cannot remember his name. But if I can get it, I will pass it along to you as we go along here. But two good managers, two good ball clubs. Raceland 12-2, Boyd County 11-3-1. The one tie that Boyd County has was against Ironton. It was 2-2 in the 6th, and they ran out of daylight. This was back in the 28th of March. Boyd County was making a run is what happened. I'll call a spade a spade. They were making a run, and they're like, nope, we're out of daylight. We're going to call this one. So that's why they've got that odd tick there for the tie, if you will. But this is a beautiful night for baseball. This, like I said, it feels much like May. It does not feel like April. But we're going to play some great baseball here tonight. Enjoy this weather, because next week it is going to get out of here in a hurry. We've got thunderstorms rolling in on Sunday, and then next week we're going to push hard to get into the 60s. It's going to go back to that ugly kind of spring-type weather that we get. And it's just not any fun, without a doubt, to go through this one. Well, before we get started tonight's game is brought to you in part by Ram Pharmacy. For all your prescription needs, see the good folks at Ram Pharmacy. They're your hometown independent pharmacy here to help you with all your health care needs. Call 606-836-7267. That's 836-RAMS. Ram Pharmacy in Raceland, your friend for life. And tonight's game is brought to you in part by Vanceburg Electric Plant Board, who reminds you to always call 811 before you dig. Don't accidentally dig into power lines. Call 811 first. This message is brought to you in part by Vanceburg Electric Plant Board. Lions will be decked out in the red and gray tops, white bottoms, and the knicker pants tonight with the red socks. Raceland in the old-fashioned grays tonight, with Raceland across the chest in orange and the black hats. So meeting our starting lineups tonight, and then we'll have the national anthem, and we'll be ready for baseball here tonight in Ramland. So what we'll do is step aside for our final break. When we return, it's time for baseball. Boyd County 11-3-1, Raceland 12-2. A dandy here tonight. Happy to have you along with us here on Cool TV.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family-oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, they know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Raceland Worthington High School ready for Raceland and Boyd County. Let's meet our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard. The Boyd County Lions leading things off in pitching is number 10, J.K. McKnight, batting second and playing first base. Number 28, Gunnar Gearhart. Batting third as a designated hitter is number 32, Peyton Jackson. The cleanup hitter is number 3, the shortstop, Alex Martin. Batting fifth in center field, number 9, Jacob Vanover. Batting sixth at third base, Brogan Jones. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 24, Grant Slater. Batting eighth in right field, number 18, Michael Potter. And batting ninth and playing second base is number 13, Josh Kelly. Again, McKnight, Gearhart, Jackson, Martin, Vanover, Jones, Slater, Potter, and Kelly. Defensively for the Rams, it'll look like this. Thacker, McKee, and Webb. That's left to right. Third to first will be Wheatley, Hughes, Eisen, and Shore. Jeremy Kearns behind the dish, and the right-handed senior of Clay Coldiron on the bump. Coldiron, a 1-1 record, 17 and a third innings of work, a 2.42 ERA, 11 runs, 6 earned, striking out 21, walking 12. Good look there from our center field camera. Our crew tonight, our executive producer, MJ McKay. Austin Ray is on the side of the third base side, and we've got cameras everywhere. I told Marty Mills, I said, we're going to paint this ugly orange building behind here for the concession stand. We're going to paint it green, and we'll superimpose logos on it. He said, can we do that? I said, yeah, but we get all the money. He said, I'm good. That's the way he is. So J.K. McKnight will start things off. McKnight batting .531 on the season, 26 hits, 16 RBI. As Coldiron will climb up on the hill and get this ball game underway. Good look there at McKnight as he waits in the right-handed batter's box. Coldiron, 1 foot on the rubber, 1 foot off to the first base side, checks the wristband. He'll kick the leg and come to the plate and dump that one in there for a called strike, and this ball game is underway. 5:57 first pitch. 79 degrees under beautiful sun-filled skies here in the Ramland. A 1 pitch misses inside for a ball, 1-1. McKnight, the transfer from Russell, moving over after his sophomore season. He's had a heck of a season in the red and gray. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Took something off there with a little bit of an off-speed pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, J.K. McKnight. McKnight, Gearhart, and Jackson, the 3 that'll go for the Lions here in the visiting first. Coldiron back to work. This one swung on, lifted skyward, deep left field. Dropping back, Thacker, he's got a beat on it. Reaches up, makes the catch, 1 away. Nice look there by our camera off to the left side there. So with 1 out here in the first, that'll bring in Gunnar Gearhart. Gearhart batting .512 on the season, 21 hits, 16 runs driven in. He'll go from the left side as Coldiron goes to work. Empties in an off-speed pitch. Tumbles in there for a called strike. 0-1. Cold Iron has the sign he likes from Kearns. This one's swung on, chopped over toward the first base side. A hard pick there. Nice play on the back side by the second baseman, Parker Eisen, after it skipped away from shore. Record that one 3-4-1, 2 down in the inning. Nice play there by Eisen on the deflected ball, and then Cold Iron covering his position. And that was a heck of a play there by the Rams to get the second out of the first. So it brings in the shortstop, Alex Martin. Batting .233 on the season. 10 hits, 11 runs driven in. Excuse me, my mistake here. I looked at the wrong button. Peyton Jackson, let's try that one. Batting .350, 14 hits, 15 runs driven in. The first one's in there for a cold strike. This one's fouled over into the dugout, and quickly Jackson finds himself behind 0-2. 2 down here in the inning, nobody on. Martin will go next if Jackson can find a way on. Cold Iron has the sign he likes. Kearns awaits, wanting it low and away as Cold Iron takes a deep breath into the motion. Breaking ball in there, cold, strike 3, caught him looking. And Boyd County goes in order in the first. Rams coming to bat on the other side of this in a scoreless affair on Cool TV.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Smithfield Foods in Grayson is a proud community partner, taking pride in providing a safe and friendly environment for their workers and for the community. Smithfield Foods is always ready to support our growing community any way they can. Smithfield Foods is the world's largest pork processor and hog producer, and they're committed to providing good food in a responsible and environmentally safe way. Proud to be a part of the community. Smithfield Foods in Grayson.
Scoreless as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Raceland Rams. Leading things off and batting, or playing shortstop, number 1, Connor Hughes, batting second, and right field, number 5, Braden Webb, batting third, and pitching, number 7, Clay Cold Iron. The cleanup hitter is the designated hitter, number 14, Eli Lynn. Batting fifth, in left field, Connor Thacker, batting sixth at second base, Parker Eisen. Batting seventh and playing first base, Caden Shore. Batting eighth and catching, Jeremy Kearns, and batting ninth and playing center field is Austin McKee. Hughes, Webb, Cold Iron, Lynn, Thacker, Eisen, Shore, Kearns, and McKee. That's a lineup for the Raceland Rams. Defensively for Boyd County, Slater, Vanover, Potter. That's left to right. Third to first will be Jones, Martin, Kelly, and Gearhart. Young behind the plate, and the left-hander of J.K. McKnight on the bump. McKnight, 2-0 on the season, a 16 and a third innings of work. 2.1 ERA, 7 runs, 5 earned, 24 strikeouts to 11 walks for the left-hander. He'll go to work on the top three for the Rams, Hughes, Webb, and Cold Iron in the bottom half of the first inning. The top of the second, we'll have our Cool Hit Sports trivia question. Back on this date in Major League Baseball history, 1974. 3 years before I was born. I dug way back. So leading things off for the Rams, senior Connor Hughes, 444 average, 16 hits, 10 driven in. Great speed at the top of the order here for Hughes. And he knows a little bit about J.K. McKnight. They've been district foes from McKnight's time over in Russell. So we'll see how this one works out. The southpaw will climb up on the hill. Peek into his battery mate, has the sign he likes. Hughes awaits from the right side as the first pitch comes in and misses high for a ball. The 1-0. That's high, 2-0. Sun-drenched field here as the sun starts to drift down US 23. Not a cloud in the sky. McKnight peeks over that glove. Here's the 2-0. That's high, 3-0. And Connor Hughes, not a guy you want to put on base, as he can make you pay in a hurry. He's got great speed there in that lineup spot. That top of the lineup spot, I should say. He's one pitch away from working himself on base. McKnight in a 3-0 deficit. Southpaw kicks and deals. That's in there for a called strike, 3-1. He was crowding that inside half of the plate. 3-1 pitch, swung on a miss as he goes straight fastball there. It's been nothing but fastballs to the shortstop. One of 4 seniors for this year's team. Hughes, Cold Iron, Wheatley, and Kearns. Softball team in attendance tonight. A big win last night over on their field in the All-A Championship. Payoff pitch, fouled away. Defeated West Carter by a score of 16-0. Callie Vance goes yard twice in the first and in the walk-off for the Mercy. They put 12 runs up in the 4th inning. Good at bat here for Hughes. Another payoff pitch. Swung on a miss, and McKnight comes all the way back to get the strikeout in the first out here in the first. So to bring in Braden Webb. Webb batting .278 on the season, 5 hits, 1 RBI. He'll go from the left-handed side. A heck of a football player Mr. Webb is after transferring over to Raceland from last year. So southpaw on southpaw here as McKnight kicks and deals. Works to the outside corner with a fastball. 0-1. Raceland will play Pikeville next Friday down at Pikeville in the All-A sectionals for the All-A tournament on the baseball side of things. Swing and a miss. Nothing but high heat so far from the southpaw. And after throwing 3 straight balls, it's been nothing but strikes as he's filling it up. Webb finds himself behind 0-2. Outfield shifted a little bit toward the left center gap for the lefty. 0-2. Down and away. Check scores around Major League Baseball as well. Some games, earlier day games today. Some games still in action, about to wrap up. We'll check scores later on in the ball game as we play through. Here's the 1-2, and now McKnight wants to step off and have a word with his battery mate, Towns Young. Well, while we have a break, D-backs leading the Brewers 7-3 in the 8th. Marlins Phillies tied at 2, top of the 8th inning. Angels lead the Nationals 3-2 after 7. Game's gone final today. The Astros blanked the Pirates 7-0 in Pittsburgh. It was the Mets over the Padres 5-2 up in New York. Twins 2 better than the White Sox 3-1 up in Minnesota. It was the Yankees over the Guardians 4-3. Mariners beat the Cubbies 5-2. Cardinals over the Rockies 7-4. Webb settles back in, a 1-2 count. McKnight into his motion. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. 2 down. Nothing but fastballs so far from the southpaw. And that'll bring in the pitcher, Clay Cold Iron. Cold Iron batting .277, 13 hits, 17 driven in. Remember last season, Clay was batting like sub 150, but he was just absolutely tattooing the baseball. And it was just hitting it right at people. And then about 3 weeks later, he was batting over 350. And that's the first off-speed pitch we've seen as this one stays up out of the zone for a ball. 1-0. Young flashes the sign out to his battery mate, McKnight, with 2 down in the inning. And this one's wide. 2-0. Eli Lind would go next if Cold Iron can find a way on. Wood County went quietly in the first, trying to make the Rams do the same. The 2-0. Swung on, fouled away over to the football field, 2-1. Cold Iron on the season. 2 doubles, a triple. Has not gone yard yet this year. McKnight back to work, the 2-1. Down and in, 3-1. The pitch. Wide ball, 4 and a 2-out walk. Has a runner aboard for the Rams here in the home first. And we'll get a courtesy runner for the pitcher. As Zane Bailey will come on to run. And coming to the plate be the cleanup hitter for the Rams, sophomore Eli Lind. Also works in the backstop as part of the battery. 325 average, 13 hits, 8 runs driven in. McKnight will work from the stretch, and this one's down and in for a ball. He has one heck of a move to first base, I will tell you that. I've seen this young man pitch for 2 seasons, and he has a great move to first. Bailey with good speed over at first base, too. McKnight set at the chest. He'll come to the plate. That one's in there for a called strike, 1-1. 2-out walk issued to Clay Cold Iron as our lone base runner on base thus far. Lind crowding that inner half of the plate on the right side as Young goes through the signs. And now a little flip over, throw to first base, easily back in is Bailey. And by the way, that was not his best move. McKnight a long look over to first. He'll come to the plate. Breaking ball's fouled away at the plate, and the count goes to 1-2. Connor Thacker would go next if Lind can find a way on. McKnight comes to the plate and swing and a miss, and the inning is over. Rams get a base runner, but they go quietly in the first. We've played one. Scoreless. Back after this on Cool TV.
The Tri-State's best gun and ammunition store. The best fishing and archery departments in the Tri-State. The largest selection of Benchmade and case knives. And the largest selection of Liberty safes anywhere. And the area's largest turkey shotgun selection. Get ready for turkey and fishing season at Border Sporting Goods, the best sporting goods shop around. US 60 West, Ashland.
Scoreless as we go to the second. A beautiful evening here in Ramland. Boyd County 4, 5, and 6 due up this inning. Martin, Vanover, and Jones. Boyd County went in order. Raceland got a runner aboard, but left them at first base after the 2-out walk. And McKnight records all 3 of his outs via the strikeout. So leading things off will be the shortstop, Alex Martin. 233 batting average, 10 hits, 11 runs driven in. He'll go from the right-handed side. Cold Iron again settles on 1 foot on, 1 foot off. Checks the wristband and comes set. First pitch misses for a ball. We'll check our Cool Hit Sports trivia question here in just a few moments. This date in Major League Baseball history back in 1974. Give you a chance to interact with me through the broadcast here. Goes upstairs. Martin lays off, and he's ahead 2-0. Beautiful evening here. If you could take this and bottle it up and just use it every night you have a ball game, you would do that in a heartbeat. 2-0 pitch. That one's in there for a called strike. It's 2-1. It's not hot. You've got that breeze a little bit to keep things moving. Very comfortable evening. 2-1 pitch is low ball 3-1. You don't want to start the inning off with a free pass. See if Cold Iron can come back and get him here. That's low ball 4 and a leadoff man aboard. So the first base runner for the Lions. And that'll bring in Jacob Vanover, center fielder. Vanover batting .349 on the season, 15 hits, 15 driven in, a junior. Deep in the right-handed batter's box is Cold Iron again. As a righty, has a dandy of a move over to first base. Good lead by Martin over at first. Swing and a miss. They got the runner leaning over at first and just about didn't get back. As Martin scurries back to the bag as Kearns dropped the pitch and then tried to throw in behind him. Good look there at the plate. Now from center field. There's a throw over. Back easily is Martin. MJ McKay he looks like an octopus over. He's like Inspector Gadget right now. He's got so many cameras moving. It's like he's typing on a keyboard at like 150 words a minute. I love it. Around comes the plate. It's swung on. Deep center field. That one's back in McKee. Still running back. Can't get up to it. It's up against the fence. They'll throw it back in. It'll be a stand-up double, and they'll have runners at second and third with nobody out. As McKee kept running backward trying to get to the ball and couldn't find it, and it got over top of his head and up against the fence. The ball just kept carrying there. So that'll bring in a third baseman of Brogan Jones, .378 batting average. 17 hits, 10 driven in. Infield comes in for the Rams here with nobody out. Cold Iron have to work himself out of a little bit of a jam here in the second inning. Breaking ball tumbles in there. Well, he turned as he was going to call it a strike and then held up. So it's a ball 1-0. Usually you see an umpire stand up and look that way. They're calling it a strike. 1-0 swung on a missed. Count moves to 1-1. The pitch. Breaking ball fouled straight back, and it's 1-2. Slater in the on-deck circle will go next. Dave Anderson is standing in our signal path. I'm going to blame it on him. It was working fine till he moved. Two on, nobody out here in the second. Infield in for the Rams, 1-2. Another foul ball. Cold Iron needs this. Let's see if he goes with a changeup here. It's chopped over to the third base side. He did go down with that with changeup. Count hangs at 1-2. Big softball event going on coming up Friday and Saturday, the Tri-State Showcase. We'll have games all day over at Raceland. 2 with Raceland and 1 with Lewis County. We'll be up in Vanceburg tomorrow night. And then at Raceland Friday night for softball. All those games right here on Cool TV. This one's poked down the line, right side. That drifts out of play for a foul ball. So if nothing in the at-bat, Jones is really running up the pitch count of Cold Iron. Already offered 13 pitches in the inning. Cold Iron set the pitch. Breaking ball, and he blisters that one back through the middle, and that one's into center field for a base hit. Here comes the throw toward the plate. It's cut off. They'll only get one, but the Lions dent the scoreboard first with an RBI single from Brogan Jones and lead this one 1-0. Good at bat there by Jones. So Boyd County gets on the scoreboard first, and Grant Slater to the plate, 8th grader, .375 batting average, 6 hits and an RBI. Corners in, middle back for a double play ball. Breaking ball stays up out of the zone, 1-0. Again, it goes back to, you can talk to any coach and anybody that's been around the game. When you start an inning with a free pass or that leadoff man gets on base, good things typically happen for that team. Boyd County is really good at putting pressure on, as Cold Iron will fake a pickoff move third to first. Nothing happening there. We'll get in our trivia question in just a few moments. Right now, tense moments for Boyd County as this one's upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Excuse me, 2-0, my mistake. Now we'll get a visit from the pitching coach. So while we do that, let's check our trivia question. On this date in Major League Baseball history back in 1974, this Milwaukee Brewer collected his first hit as a major leaguer. Who was he? A, Darnell Porter. B, Robin Yount. C, Bob Calusi. Or D, Sixto Lezcano. You can hit me at Twitter at CollierSZLive. You can also text me your answer, 606-571-7281. We'll check the answer in the top of the 5th inning. Again, this date in 1974, this Milwaukee Brewer collected his first major league hit. Who was he? Porter, Yount, Galusio, or Lezcano? So the meeting on the mound comes to an end. Cold Iron back to work with a 2-0 pitch. That's wide, 3-0. Raising the Red Sox, just getting things underway. D-backs still in front of the Brewers, 7-3, top of the 9th out in Arizona. Marlins and Phillies top of the 9th in a 2-2 affair. 1-0 here as Boyd County gets one here in the frame. 3-0 pitch right down Broadway. 3-1. Angels lead the Nationals 3-2 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Orioles, Athletics, Tigers, Blue Jays, Reds, Braves, Royals, Rangers, Dodgers, Giants still to go tonight. 3-1's outside and they're loaded.
Now batting, right fielder, number 18, Michael Potter.
So we're bringing Michael Potter Jr., batting .361, 13 hits, 6 driven in. Corner stays in, middle stays back for a double play ball, looking for an out here. Boyd County in front, 1-0. Cold Iron trying to limit the damage at 1. And this one's downstairs for a ball. Outfield straight away. Got a big swing with a double that got over the head of McKee out there in center field. The normal center field, Parker Fannin not in the lineup tonight. That's a called strike, evening things at 1-1. Fannin's been nursing an injury. Kelly in the on-deck circle, and then back to the top of the order. Rams need an out here. And a strikeout would be huge. Potter awaits on the right-handed side. Cold Iron with the pitch. And that'll throw toward third this time. Wheatley Takes the high throw and back in easily is Vanover. Vanover over at third. Jones at second. Slater out at first. The senior trying to work himself out of a jam here in the second. The pitch. That's wide for a ball. 2-1. 22 pitches in the inning for Cold Iron. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch there. 2-2. Kearns looks to the dugout. He'll flash the sign. No, they've got it from the armband. Cold Iron from the stretch. The pitch. Inside, comes to the backstop. It comes straight back to Kearns. So everybody will stay put, and the count goes to full. Now the question is, will Frank Conley try to get aggressive here and start the runners on the payoff pitch, or play it safe in a one-run ball game here early? Runners stay put, and it's ball 4. That brings home another run, and it's 2-0. So to bring in the second baseman, Josh Kelly. Kelly, a freshman, batting 167, 3 hits, 3 driven in. 2-0 Boyd, both runs coming across here in the second inning. We'll have to paint a spot out there on that dirt. Yeah, Dave Anderson, there you go. Stay on that side for me. Slater's going to cover up the catcher, though. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and looks at a strike. Raceland could find a way to get out of this one, giving up 2 or 3 at the most. I think you'd probably like your chances of where you are with nobody out and the bases juiced and top of the order coming. This one's fouled away. Count goes 0-2. J.K. McKnight stands in the on-deck circle. A deep fly ball to left to start the ball game. His Lions have spotted him 2 here in the second, and after starting a little shaky to counter use, fell behind 3-0, came back and struck out the 3 outs that he recorded after a 2-out walk. This one is a attempted bunt. He comes up empty, so it goes down as a strikeout, and there's one away. So bring in J.K. McKnight. McKnight 0 for 1. Fly out to left field his first time through. He would take that same pitch right here because that would definitely score a runner. Jones at third, Slater out at second, Potter over at first. 2-0. Boyd County in front. This one's down in the dirt. Knight swinging a great stick this season, leading the team in hits and batting average. That one's upstairs for a ball, 2-0. Knight batting .531, a double, a triple, 2 home runs, 16 runs driven in. That's tied for the top with Gunnar Gearhart, who's in the on-deck circle. That's in there for a called strike. 2-1. Bases juiced with an out here in the second. Cold Iron with a deep breath set from the chest. This one's poked out toward the shortstop. This could be 2, 6, 4. Do they get him? No. McKnight gets down the line. Nice. So they'll get the runner out at second, and a fielder's choice will get a run in and make it 3-0. So runners at the corners now. 3-0 our score. Caleb Kelly will come on to run for McKnight over at first base as the courtesy runner. And Gearhart at the plate. Gearhart 0 for 1. This one swung on, but playable. Right field, Webb fighting the sun, settles under, makes the catch, and ends the inning. But the Lions get 3. They lead at 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. You're on Cool TV.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, they know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Go to the bottom of the second inning. 3-0 Boyd County. 3 runs on 2 hits in that last inning. Thacker, Ison, and Shore, 5, 6, and 7 do up this inning for the Rams. MJ, I did almost everything. I forgot to switch the inning to the bottom. It's the one that's off the screen on the interface. Beautiful evening here in Raceland. 79 degrees at first pitch. Sun starting to drift away, and the crazy thing about the way this field is, where the sun comes down, that first base side is brutal because you are looking across the field, especially when it gets into about probably what's going to be about the third, bottom of the third, top of the fourth inning. You're looking dead in that sun straight across you. It makes it tough. Connor Thacker will lead things off for the Rams. Thacker batting .258, 8 hits, 7 driven in. Sophomore from the left side as McKnight will start things off with a 3-0 lead here in the second. And that was a fastball at the belt. One and one. Forget that Cool Hit Sports trivia question. I'll flash it up here in top of each inning as we go through. We'll check the answer in the 5th. Still looking for an answer on that one. You can text me or hit me on Twitter. Breaking ball just high out of the zone. 2 and 1. I haven't tried to make it easy. I made it multiple choice. I usually don't make it multiple choice. I'm getting soft in my old age. It is the first game of the year for baseball. 2-1. Rolled this one over toward the first baseman. He'll pick it up, step on the bag, 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 2, Parker Ison.
So now bring up Parker Ison. Ison batting .349 on the season, 15 runs driven in, 8 RBIs for the freshman. Made a dandy play there on that second out of the first inning on a ball that carried him away from Shore over at first base, and he picked it and threw to cold iron for your prototypical 3-4-1 put out. He goes upstairs on the first pitch and comes up empty. Wind has changed directions. It was kind of blowing in our face when we first got here. Now a little bit of a breeze behind us. Wind out of the west. Looking at the mast out in left center field. Looks like the flag kind of pointing back in toward the field, which is what it was much of the evening. And seeing the Kind of the shade covering from the fence out in the bullpen drifting back toward the field as well. This one gets out of play. 0-2. Can't believe the PA guy has done the announcement. Please return all foul balls to the concession stand. I mean, we used to fight for foul balls as kids. Here's another 0-2. Breaking ball stays off the plate. 1-2. See if he goes upstairs with a fastball here. Knight has the one he likes. Here he comes. He goes with a fastball, but it's wide, and it's 2-2. One away here in the second, 3-0 Lions. Caden Shore will go next. Southpaw with that little diagonal stance up on the hill. Kicks and deals. Spikes this one down and in. It's full. Good at bat here for Ison after falling behind 0-2. He's worked it into a full count. Rams would like to get it back at the top of the order to start to third if they could. Starts right here on a payoff pitch. Down and in, ball 4, and he walks him. Nice at bat there by Ison. So the second base runner on board for the Rams. Both have come via the walk. That'll bring you to the plate, the first baseman, Caden Shore. Sophomore batting .400 on the season. 10 hits, 15 driven in. McKnight a peek toward first. A long hold in the pitch. Breaking ball, it's in there for a called strike. Beautiful pitch there. 12-6 action, if you will. The pitch. Breaking ball, that swing and a miss. Throw behind the runner. Ison gets back just before the throw. As Jimmy Gearhart trying to glove it and get to him. The ball's in 2 strikes with an out here in the second. Catcher Jeremy Kearns in the on-deck circle will go next. And now time requested by Mr. Shore. You don't get it like in Major League Baseball where you get only 1 timeout per at-bat. No pitch count or clock or anything like that here. And then a step and an easy throw over. Ison just falls on top of the bag. Starting to see our first bit of shade crawl onto the field just down the left field line. Only part of shade we have in fair territory other than the light or the shades from the umpire and the batter at home plate. Fastball goes to the outside corner. Young tried to bring that one back in, but moved his mitt way too much to get that call. 1-2 to the first baseman. Breaking ball, and he fouls this one away. Nice job there by Shore to foul it off and get another one. Shore on the season, a double and a home run. Only 2 home runs hit by the Rams this season. Long hold by McKnight. 1-2 pitch. Time requested at the plate. McKnight lets it go. That's exactly as a pitcher what you're taught to do. Do not try to throw on that break as you start that forward momentum. That's where injuries come. The pitch. Up and in. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball away, and there's 2 down. So we're bringing the catcher, Jeremy Kearns, with 2 down in the inning and a runner at first base. Kearns batting .400 on the season, one of the 4 seniors for this Rams team. 12 hits, 14 runs driven in. You can see, as we were talking about, the glare from that first base side. This is the camera angle from that first base side. You can see, just a lot of glare from that edge. It is brutal over there at first base. There's a low throw there as Gerhardt digs it out. Marlins Phillies are in extras up in Philadelphia. Top of the 10th, and the ghost runner's on base now. I hate the ghost runner. I think it's the dumbest thing in Major League Baseball. I think if you're going to allow ghost runners, then you should allow, much like what you do in wiffle ball, you should be allowed to soak them. So you should be able to throw the ball and hit them. If we're going to play with Little League rules and wiffle ball rules, then we should be able to use that. I love that the shift is gone. I thought that was the worst thing in baseball. I didn't think I was going to be a big fan of the pitch clock, but so far it has made the games enjoyable. It's not forcing the issue, but it's keeping things moving to where you're not having a guy taking 30 seconds every pitch to adjust everything that he adjusted one pitch before. So I do like that aspect of it. Not a fan of the bigger bases yet. I think it takes away of the ability for the catcher for the throwouts. It's giving an advantage to the runners, especially with the fact of if you throw over twice, if you throw over the third time, you don't pick them off the balk. So it really allows the runners to time things up and decide if they want to try to force the issue. So, in the air of safety, it's, I see that aspect of it. But, again, it's shortening the distance that those base runners have to run now. And I've seen several close plays that have gone to the runner this year. And in years past, that was an out for a throw out. And being an old catcher guy myself, it's, I'm always going to take up for the catcher side of things. So, but I was also a guy that stole a lot of bases, so I also would have liked that shorter distance as well. Kearns goes inside. Here's a throw down to second base, diving in safely as Eisen with a stolen base. As Eisen kind of a little delayed still there as Kearns got tied up. But the Rams with a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs in the second, trailing 3-0. D-backs have beaten the Brewers 7-3. Angels defeat the Nationals 3-2. Two's wild across the board. The pitch. Poked foul. Off to the right side. Down a play. Now McKnight steps off, and right now this game is running at the pace of molasses in Alaska in the wintertime. Bottom of the second inning, we're 45 minutes deep in this game. Good look there over the shoulder of Eisen as he dances away from second base. Breaking ball, poked foul, first base side. Quick look at the trivia question tonight again. In 1974 on this day, this Milwaukee Brewer collected his first hit as a major leaguer. Who was he? Darnell Porter, Robin Yount, Bob Galucio, or Sixto Lescano? You can text me, 606-571-7281. You can also hit me on Twitter, @CollierSZLive. Check the answer in the top of the fifth inning. One of my favorite things to do on a baseball broadcast is trivia. I really enjoy that side of things. McKnight set from the chest to look back at second, the 2-2. Lifted skyward, right side. Gerhardt giving chase. He'll give up on it as he'll get across the fence and out of play. So the Rams have battled in some really good at-bats. McKnight, 24 pitches into this inning. He's got 44 so far. But the Rams have not been able to find a way to put a runner across yet. They find themselves down 3-0 after a solid start by Boyd County in that visiting second. Here's another 2-2. Breaking ball low. McKnight was headed to the dugout. So payoff pitch coming up here. Austin McKee would go next. Fastball fouled away. Good at bat here by Kearns. Kearns this year, 7 hits, 1 triple. He's also worked 4 walks on the season. Raceland has earned almost twice as many walks as they have strikeouts. It's something they don't do often. It really says a lot about the pitching performance from McKnight of what he was able to do there in the first inning. 3-2. Fouled away. Great at bat here by Kearns. This is one of those, the more you see the pitch and more opportunities you get to time things up and try to find one through. Knight with 4 strikeouts in the ball game thus far, though. Trying to find a way to put away Kearns, and now Kearns wants time. So right-hander gripped up on the bat. Crowding the plate on that right side. A look to second, the pitch. Breaking ball, high ball 4. Great at bat there by the catcher, Jeremy Kearns, and there's 2 on with 2 out. And we'll get a courtesy runner for the catcher as Pennington will come on to run. And that'll bring Frank Conley out for a conversation as he'll bring the infield together. Well, we have a break in the action. This game is being brought to you in part by Ram Pharmacy for all your prescription needs. So the good folks at Ram Pharmacy, they are your hometown independent pharmacy here to help you with all your healthcare needs. Call 606-836-7267. That's 836-RAMS. Ram Pharmacy in Raceland, your friend for life. And by Vanceburg Electric Plant Board, who reminds you to always call 811 before you dig. Don't accidentally dig into power lines. Call 811 first. This message brought to you in part by Vanceburg Electric Plant Board. So that was a very one-sided conversation as Frank Conley makes the stroll to the mound, said his piece, and right back to the dugout he heads. So that was a one-sided conversation if you're keeping track at home. So to bring up the 9-hole hitter, the center fielder, Austin McKee. McKee swinging from the left-handed side, top of the order of Connor Hughes in the on-deck circle. Big opportunity for the Rams here. Trying to get one back. Down 3-0, but 2 down and 2 on. McKee batting .286 on the season, 4 hits and an RBI. Icing out at second, Pennington running for Kearns over at first. First pitch, fastball to the outside corner. 0-1. The pitch shows bunt and fouls it right over top of my head and out of play. Rams were trying to go bunt and run there. MJ was ducking. He was ducking. MJ, if you jump with a ball in the net, you got to leave. Well, no, you can't. I can't let you leave. Different vantage point calling the game from out here. I really like it out here on the deck. This is a nice place. Looking at calling several games over here this season. 0-2 to McKee. Goes upstairs and he lays off. One ball, 2 strikes to the center fielder for the Rams. 2 on, 2 down here in the second. 3-0 Lions. Top of the order of Connor Hughes in the on-deck circle. Young flashes through the signs. McKee shows bunt. Pull it back. Breaking ball. Called strike 3, and that's your inning. Rams leave 2. They trail at 3-2 as we go to the top of the third here on Cool TV.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
2 innings in the book, 3-0 Boyd County. 3, 4, and 5 due up this inning. As Pete Jackson will step in. Big strikeout there by McKee to end the second and leave 2 on for the Rams. Jackson caught looking to end the first inning as Cold Iron recorded the strikeout. He sends this one skyward, and it'll get out of play on top of the indoor hitting facility down the line over in left field. Big hat tip to my crew tonight. MJ McKay coming in on emergency call-out. Greatly appreciate him tonight. Austin Ray working the cameras on the field. All the great folks here at Raceland Worthington and Raceland baseball program. Of course, Coach Conley at Boyd County. Big sweeping breaking ball there, calling a strike. I texted Coach Conley today at about noon. I said, Coach, if you got your lineup card available so I could go ahead and get a copy of it to make graphics for the game tonight. 5 seconds later, he sends it to me. He says, here you go. You know, you appreciate stuff like that. Coach Conley's a great guy as this one's on the outside corner for a called strike 3 and back-to-back caught lookings for Jackson for the first out here in the third. I covered Boyd County down in the state last year when they went down and played at UK and really enjoyed being around the program. Coach Conley's he's a class act. His program is second to none. I mean, both of these guys, Marty Mills and Coach Conley, they do a great job with their programs. And Coach Mills and I, we spent some time together as assistants when Coach Vanderhoof was still here at Raceland. And then when Coach Vanderhoof stepped aside and retired, Mills took the head coaching position. But you know, both of these programs are stellar programs. Here's a ball laced down the line on the left field side by Alex Martin. It gets down into the corner, and he'll stutter step in out at second base and come in with a 1-out double. He threaded that one down the line over across third base and all the way down in the corner. So Martin's second time on base today. And I'll bring in Jacob Vanover. Vanover doubled. He hit a deep ball to the gap out in right center field that McKee couldn't find a way to get underneath. And this is something Boyd County will do. They will keep you on your toes, to say the least, every time they come to the plate. Cold Iron starts with a breaking ball that tumbles in there at the knees for a called strike. The 0-1, runner going. Breaking ball hit toward the right side, and the second baseman can't field it. Webb covers it up. It'll get through for another run, and it's 3-0. Charge an error there on the second baseman as Eisen tried to kind of pick it. So he went hit and run there, and it pays off. So Vanover brings home the run, makes it 4-0. He brings in Brogan Jones, who's 1 for 1. Jones singled, scored back in that 3-run second inning. Comes up out of the zone for a ball. One on, one out. 4-0 Lions. The pitch. Fastball high, 2-0. Red Sox and Rays underway. Rays 11-0 on the year. And they are legit. Started the season 10-0. First time a team had gone 10-0 since 1987. The record for most wins consecutive is 13. And right now, the way the Rays are looking, I don't know who's going to beat them. It's not going to be the Red Sox. And I'm a Red Sox guy, and it kills me to say this. You look at the Rays of where they are in the standings, they've already like a 5-game lead in the East. Nice pitch there on the outer half of the plate, 2-2. Athletics jumping on the Orioles early in the first inning up in Baltimore. They lead at 3-0. Tigers and Blue Jays getting ready to get underway, as are the Reds and the Braves. Breaking ball, hammered into the gap. That one's going to find extra bases as it's headed toward the fence and up against the wall. Jones on his horse around second base. Here comes the runner from second. Here comes a throw to the plate. It's not in time as it gets away from Kearns. But a one-out RBI double by Brogan Jones makes it 5-0. Good relay there by the Rams. And they might have had a shot at Vanover if Kearns could have held on. But that was a rope out of the gap in left center field. So Grant Slater to the plate now. Walked him stranded at third. This one's fouled straight back into the screen. And just as I was talking about the Rays, Randy Arozarena yells Yahtzee and clears the bases. 3-0 Rays. And they're good. And that kills me too because they're in the East. They were the Red Sox. At least it's not the Yankees. You know, the sad part about the Rays, though, is there's like 7,000 people that goes and watch the team, and they're the best team in baseball. Pitch down and in. Hey, real quick, over tomorrow at Borders, they've got their big open house tomorrow, 12 to 5. Big fishing sale on tackle, rods and reels. They got food. Go see Brad and the gang over there. This one's fouled straight back into the net again. Now goes to 1-2. The food is worth it, let me tell you. They've got fish. I think he said brisket. I mean, they're going to throw down tomorrow. It's going to be a feast. I wish I could get out there tomorrow. I've got to go to Vanceburg tomorrow evening. Maybe Brad could bring me some food. Breaking ball stays off the plate, 2-2. But it is fishing time, and if you haven't gotten yourself squared away, ready to go yet, go out to Borders. See the gang out there tomorrow. 12 to 5, the Customer Appreciation Day. Breaking ball misses, full count. 3-2. Runner out at second base, one out, to run 2 runs across here in the inning. 5-0 Boyd. A look to second, the pitch. Down and in, ball 4. So 2 on as Slater works the walk. Clay Coldiron at 60 pitches. Michael Potter will come to the plate. Potter walked and was forced out at second base on a fielder's choice by J.K. McKnight. Fastball high. And here comes Marty Mills out of the dugout. Looking at the Rams' schedule coming up, they'll be on the road for their next 3, including starting district play next week at Ashland on Friday. Morgan County on Saturday. Then they start district play. Their district goes Greenup, Russell, Lewis. So we'll have the game here for Greenup on Tuesday. We'll have the game against Russell on the 25th here. And then we'll have both games against Lewis County on May 1st and 2nd. All those games at 6 p.m. Raceland and Boyd County set to get back together on May the 5th out at Boyd County on the Boyd County Derby Classic. And then the Rams will close things off with a twin bill against Morgan and Paris on the 6th, Bath County on the 8th, Lawrence County on the 10th, and their final game against Colgrove on May 12th. And then district play will start after that, and regional tournament scheduled to be up in Morgan County this year. Cold Iron back to work. This one's floated over toward the right side. Shore turns and runs. Can't get to it. It'll fall in for a foul ball. Count goes to 1-1. Top of the third, 5-0 Boyd. Looking for more, but 2 already across in the frame. This one's down and in. Nice stop there by Kearns as it gets under his feet, but he corrals it back in quickly. Count will go to 2-1 for the right fielder, Potter. Kelly stands in the on-deck circle, and then the top of the order. Cold Iron wants a new baseball. We'll be up at Vanceburg tomorrow night on Cool TV with Lewis County Softball. They got Fleming County on the brain. Then the Tri-State Showcase on the Raceland side gets started here Friday night at 5:15 against Madison, West Virginia. Then 3 games for Cool TV here Saturday. Raceland and Cabell Midland at 10. Then Raceland will play Boyle County at 4, and then Lewis County will follow after a game at 6. That's low ball 4, and they're loaded. Games over at Boyd County, both complexes. Russell, East Carter, we'll have 2 games over there. East Carter playing Highlands and Pikeville. Those games will also be on Cool TV. And then also out of Bath County. Corners in, middle back, looking for a double play ball to get out of the inning and keep it at a 5-0 deficit. As Kelly looks at a fastball up and in. 1-0. Wind starting to kick up a little bit out of that left field corner. This one's at the head as he dives out of the way, and the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. I would say if he loses this batter here, that's going to be it for Mr. Cold Iron. Is looking down at Coach Mills. He's doing some dancing around outside the dugout there on the third base side. Senior set the pitch. That's right down Broadway, a called strike, 2-1. Again, Kelly has to dive out of the way, and the count's 3-1. Astros beat up on the Pirates today, 7-0. Mets get one back on the Pirates after the Padres, after losing last night, 4-3. That's a called strike. Looked low, but either way, 3-2. I don't have K-zone. I kidded Dave Anderson when I texted him. So I got K-zone tonight. He said, I'm glad I'm not on the plate. We don't have K-zone, but we got as close as we can get. You're not going to find an angle like this in many high school games. I'll give you that. Here's a payoff pitch. And that one hit him. He flirted with it the entire at-bat. But that'll bring home the run and make it 6-0. And here comes Marty Mills, and we may have a call to the bullpen. As we'll go back to the top of the order and J.K. McKnight. So the infield will come together. Let's see if he takes the baseball or see what he wants to do here. And looks like he's going to stay with him for the moment. Nope. Now he's handed the baseball off. We will have a pitching change. We'll tell you about it when we return after this. 6-0 with an out here in the top of the third inning. Back after this on Cool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
So, new pitcher to the mound for the Rams is the senior Colt Wheatley. Does not have a record of the year. 10 innings of work, a 2.8 ERA. 10 runs, 4 runs earned. Struck out 9, walks 10. Defensively, the Rams will adjust and will look like this. Cold Iron will go from the bump to right field. Braden Webb is going to come in from right field and play first base. And Caden Shore is going to move from first base over to third base. So infield looks like this. Shore, Hughes, Eisen, and Webb. Colt Wheatley is your pitcher. And we go back to the top of the order. And J.K. McKnight. McKnight 0 for 2. He lifts this one out of play. McKnight a fly out in the first, fielder's choice in the second that poked home a run. 6-0. 3 runs in the second, 3 here in the third, still an out. And all 3 runners on board belonging to Clay Cold Iron. Wheatley would love a ground ball double play here to get out of the inning. Right-hander has this one lifted out into the gap. Cold Iron turning and running. It's over top of his head and out to the wall. It's going to bring home 2. McKnight will pull up out at second base. Here comes a throw to the plate. It's not in time. It gets past the catcher. Coming around is Kelly. He'll touch third. McKnight will move up to third. It's a bases clearing double, and it's 9-0 Boyd. Kelly will come home on the throw, the error. That'll bring in Gunnar Gearhart, 0 for 2. Infield comes in as strike at the top of the letters, 0-1. 6 runs for the Lions, and this is their 9th batter of the inning. Second time in the ballgame, the Rams have had to come to the infield, and this one's floated out into center field. McKee backpedals, makes the catch. McKnight will tag and score and make it 10-0. So the sacrifice fly gets home the runner. And that'll clean the bases off. 2 down in the inning. So you can close the book on a Cold Iron, and it brings in Peyton Jackson. He's been caught looking twice, both in the first and the third. This one's up and in, nearly hits him. Downstairs 2-0. So the final line on Cold Iron. Let me hit a refresh here just to make certain. 2 1/3, 4 hits, 9 runs, 7 earned. Walks 5, strikes out 3. Right-hander back to work. 2-1. This one's roped into center field. That one's down for a 2-out single. Now bringing Alex Martin. 6th hit of the ball game for Boyd County. And they have batted around here in the inning. As this is the 11th batter. Alex Martin doubled his last time up. He sent a screamer down the third base line. That one's wide for a ball. Rams got some work to do. Down 10-0 here in this one, as this one has gotten out of hand here with 7 across in the frame. Most of those coming across with 1 out. Fouled at the plate. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Jackson over at first base. Looking at Boyd County on the season, they've hammered 8 home runs on the year, 8 triples and 23 doubles coming in. They've got several extra base hits in this one. This one nearly hits him as he stands there and watches it stay inside. The count goes to 2-1. Called strike on a low pitch. Evens things up at 2-2. I can almost lean forward on the desk and get my TV to cover up my face so I don't see the sun. 2-2. Breaking ball fouled away at the plate. Martin did a good job staying back on that one until it tumbled in there and just could not get it in play. Rams will go back in the top of their order for the first time in the ball game. Use Webb and Cold Iron to start things off in the home third with a lot of work to do. Down 10. 2's wild across the board. Called strike 3, and that'll end the inning. 7 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for Raceland. 2.5 in the books. 10-0 our score. Back after this on Cool TV.
Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street, downtown Vanceburg, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Also, check out their specialty items. You can visit in person or online, where you can order at osmondpharmacy.com. In addition, Osmond Pharmacy also has daily dinner specials. Dine in or get it to go. Osmond Pharmacy is a quality pharmacy and grill located in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
10-0 as we go to the bottom of the third inning. 10 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Rams. Both of those coming in the inning. And J.K. McKnight with a comfortable 10-run lead as he'll go back to work in the top of the order. Hughes, Webb, and Cold Iron here for the Rams to start the home third. He struck out Hughes and Webb. Cold Iron reached on a 2-out walk and then came back with a strikeout of Lind. That Cool Hit Sports trivia question. 1974, this Brewer had his first hit as a major leaguer. Who was he? A. Darnell Porter, B. Robin Yount, C. Bob Coluccio, and D. Sixto Lescano. 606-571-7281. You also hit me on Twitter at CallYourSC Live. Check the answer we'll play it by ear. We may have to do it in the fourth just because of the run rule is starting to get into play. So we'll see how things go. We'll see if the Rams can find some offense this time. Their second time through. The order on J.K. McKnight. He's one of the 4 seniors for this Rams team. Settles himself in that right-handed box. Great speed at the top of the order. As McKnight will start the third. A fastball down and away. Breaky ball in there for a called strike. Nice look there from the center field camera. That may be one of my favorite shots of all of baseball that we do. We got to get a sponsor on that, MJ. That is a dandy look right there. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 away. That was just straight gas right there. As McKnight picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And I'll bring in now the first baseman of Braden Webb. Webb struck out his first time through in the first inning, excuse me. Looks at a breaking ball that tumbles in there for a called strike. When McKnight can get his breaking ball working early in the count, it makes his fastball really jump on you even more. That one's fouled off over top of our broadcast position up near US 23 on the cheap seats, as I call them. People that set up on US 23 and watch the game without coming into the ballpark and paying. I think it should cost you $8 to set up there. See if McKnight goes breaking ball here, up 0-2. Down and in. My mistake here. 2-1. Two balls, 2 strikes. Southpaw back to work. This one's fisted foul down the right field line. Orioles have gotten 2 back on the Athletics, now 3-2 in the second. This one's cue balling over to the third base dugout. Tigers, Blue Jays scoreless, headed to the bottom of the first. Reds, Braves getting ready to get underway. Still to go tonight, the Royals at the Rangers. Dodgers are at the Giants. Winners today, Astros over the Pirates, Mets over the Padres, Twins over the White Sox. Yankees one better than the Guardians. Two for McKnight. That's high ball 3, and it's a full count. Cardinals beat up on the Rockies 7-4. Mariners over the Cubbies 5-2. D-backs beat the Brewers 7-3. And the Marlins over the Phillies 3-2. That one in 10. Payoff pitch. Rolled over into the hole. Gerhardt flips to McKnight and gets him at the bag for the out. A nice play there. 3-1 on the putout. Good hustle both ways as Webb got down the line well. That was a nice play. That was a tough play there by Gerhardt. Having to go into the hole. Glove side flipped over to McKnight, and a dandy play there. So 2 down in the inning. And that'll bring up Clay Coldiron. Reached on a 2-out walk back of the first inning. Rams still without a hit in this ball game. Looks at a breaking ball and stays up out of the zone. Both at bats, he started him off with that breaker. See if he comes back here with a fastball. That's exactly what he does. At the knees, a called strike. Cold Iron settle himself in that right-handed side as the southpaw peeks over the glove and starts his motion. Wide 2-1. Still breezy at times. Wind still kicking up a little bit out of the west tonight, so blowing in out of the left field wall, kind of across the field, if you will, back toward the home plate backstop here. Fouled away 2-2. The pitch. Fouled away. Two balls, two strikes, two down here in the bottom of the third. 10-0 Lions. The pitch. Breaking ball. Poked through the whole left side, and that's in there for a base hit. 2-out single there by Clay Cold Iron. Will break up the no-no bid by Mr. McKnight as Cold Iron's on for the second time in the ballgame. He'll have to run for himself this time as he's handed the ball off. And Eli Lind will step in. Lind was retired via strikeout to end the first inning. We'll see if the Rams can build off the little two-out magic there by Cold Iron. Fastball down and in for a called strike. Fouled away, right side. Quickly 0-2. Connor Thacker awaits in the on-deck circle. Would go next. Rams need to chip away a little bit at a time. Down 10-0 here. This one's launched into the gap, drifting over his Potter. He'll settle back, reach up, make the catch. And that will end the inning. Rams threaten here in the third, but they come up empty. They'll leave a runner aboard, and they trail at 10-0. Back after this on Cool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC. We are the home office.
10-0 as we go to the fourth. Parker Fannin will take over on the bump. Let me double check my numbers here. I think this is his first appearance on the season, and it is. There's our trivia question. We'll stay until the top of the fifth inning, so Still got a time to get that one in. You can text me 606-571-7281. You also hit me on Twitter at CallYourSZLive. Looking for which major leaguer got his first big league hit on this date in 1974. Five, 6, and 7 to up this inning. It'll be Jacob Vanover to lead things off. Center fielder for the Lions. Vanover a double and reached on an error, scored both times. Parker Fannin will throw his first pitch of the 23 campaign and is high for a ball. Foul at the plate. Count evens at 1-1. So the final line on Mr. Wheatley, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, a run earned. 1 strikeout, no walks. 10, 6, and 0. The line for Boyd County, 0, 1, and 2 for Raceland. Pitch misses low, 2-1. Vanover, Jones, and Slater, the 3 to go here for the Lions in the 4th. Swing and a miss and a big whiff. Count evens at 2-2. Our executive producer tonight, Mr. MJ McKay. Starting to see some shade climb its way down the third base line now from that indoor practice facility. Now off to the outfield too as well. Comes inside for a called strike 3 at the knees. 1 away. So in comes Brogan Jones, 2 for 2, a double and in the third, a single in the second. He scored both times. So he roped a double last time through to the gap out in left center. And he ropes this one toward. Nice pick there by Connor Hughes. Turns, fires it across. Webb picks it out of the sandbox. Nice play, Rams. Nice pick there by Connor Hughes over it short from his knees, and then Webb dug it out. Nice play there, 2 down. That brings in Grant Slater. A pair of walks scored in the 3rd inning. Potter and on-deck circle go next. Parker Fannin trying to make quick work of the Lions here in the visiting 4th. If you haven't subscribed to our channel here on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up, and that like button. Every time we put out new material, you'll get a notification we're on the air, so you can follow along with your local teams here. And all the other content that we bring to you here from Cool TV. If you have subscribed, we greatly appreciate your support. Fannin falls behind 2-1 to Mr. Slater. Potter in the on-deck circle will go next. Trying to get time, did not get it, and this one spikes right in front of Kearns. 3-1. This one's lifted skyward in the infield. Parker Fannin at the foul line. Reaches up, makes the catch, and ends the inning. Boyd County goes quietly in the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 10-0 our score. Back after this on Cool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting healthcare for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
10-0 as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Rams will send up Thacker Eisen and Shore, 5, 6, and 7 this inning. 10 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Boyd County. No runs, a hit, 2 errors for Raceland. Stay tuned with me after the game. We'll go through the post-game show. I'll break all the stats down for you in this one. We'll be back with you next Tuesday for Raceland baseball. As Raceland will start district play, they'll be in Lloyd on Monday, here Tuesday. They play at Pikeville on Friday the 21st in the All-A sectional. Then the following Monday and Tuesday, the 24th, 25th, that's Russell. We'll be here with you on the 25th. And then May 1st and 2nd, that's Lewis home and away. We'll have both of those games here on Cool TV for you. Connor Thacker 0 for 1, grounded out to first base his first time through in the second to lead things off. He fouls this one straight back. Raceland softball back in action this weekend, Friday and Saturday. We'll play here Friday night at 5:15. We'll be on the air at 5 p.m. So play Madison, West Virginia in the opening game of their Tri-State Showcase. Then they'll have 2 games here on Saturday. The first game is at 10. That one will be against Cabell Midland. And then they'll be back in action at 4 p.m. against Boyle County. Nice breaking ball, but stays out of the zone, 2-1. Lewis County will also be in action on Saturday. They'll play at 6 p.m. I cannot recall off the top of my head of who they play, though. But we'll have that game here on Cool TV, too. We'll be up in Vanceburg tomorrow night with Lewis County softball. First trip to go up and see Emily Cole in action as they'll welcome in Fleming County. 6 p.m. first pitch. Will be on the air at 5:45. Here's the 2-1. That's at the belt, evens things at 2-2. Can't say enough about my crew tonight. MJ and Austin rocking it. MJ had to be called up from the minors at the 11th hour. Had a family emergency and needed to get him in here. There's a beautiful tumbling breaking ball that comes into the outside corner for the strikeout for the first down here in the fourth. McKnight picks up strikeout number 7 of the ball game. There's one away here in the home fourth inning. That brings in Parker Eisen. Eisen walked, stole second, was stranded there in the second inning. This one's down and in. Caden Shore in the on-deck circle will go next. Boyd County will have 8-9 in the top due up, and they'll be visiting 5th. That's a called strike, even things at 1-1. The pitch, fouled away. Ray still in front of the Red Sox 3-0, and then after 3 down at the Trop. Athletics Orioles 3-2, bottom of 3 up in Baltimore. Tigers Blue Jays, bottom of the second, scoreless up in Toronto. Reds jump out to a 2-0 lead on the Braves, 2-0 down in Atlanta. The Reds, they're 4-6. It took them a month to win 4 games last year. You know, are they a better team? I would say so. But they're going to have some work to do there in the Central. Rangers and Royals, Dodgers and Giants, only 2 games still yet to get going tonight. Red Sox open up the fourth with a double Down 3-0 after Randy Rosarina launched a bomb down at the Trop in the first. 1-2 breaking ball, high for a ball. Young was ready to fire that baby down to third. You got to be careful about doing that a little too quick. Umpires don't take too kindly of that one. Count evens at 2-2. It was high. Good-looking pitch, though. Gets him upstairs with a high heater, and that will pick up strikeout number 8 for the second out here in the fourth. That's something that when McKnight gets the breaking pitches working, that's when his fastball becomes electric because it really jumps on you, especially with that from that left-handed side. So Caden Shore 0 for 1. Shore struck out back in the second inning. This one's down and away. Starting to see some more shade finding its way across the field from the middle school. Much of center field over to right field is now covered up. One little patch down the left field side into the infield, still covered in sunlight. Nice pitch at the knees, outside corner to even things at 1-1. Sun's starting to drift downward over the left field wall, down US 23 over Lloyd. 1-1. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch there that tumbles in. It's 1-2. And I'll see if he climbs the liner with that fastball. Looks like he wants the breaker here again. Here it comes. Misses high on that one. Couldn't get on top of it. 2-2. Outside corner called, strike 3 at the belt, and the inning's over. Rams go in order. We've played 4. 10-0 our scores. We go to the 5th after this on Cool TV.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Smithfield Foods in Grayson is a proud community partner, taking pride in providing a safe and friendly environment for their workers and for the community. Smithfield Foods is always ready to support our growing community any way they can. Smithfield Foods is the world's largest pork processor and hog producer, and they're committed to providing good food in a responsible and environmentally safe way. Proud to be a part of the community. Smithfield Foods in Grayson.
10-0 as we move to the 5th. 8-9 in the top, due up this inning for the Lions. Scheduled to appear is Potter, Kelly, and McKnight. We'll check our Cool Sports Trivia question here with an out in this inning. So Michael Potter, without an official plate appearance thus far, 2 walks. He looks at a pitch that's inside for a ball. Rams have to hold here and at least score 1 in the 5th, or the game is over. This one gets out of play over top of the third base dugout, kind of leaving it 1-1. Red Sox get on the board. They trail the Rays 3-1 down at the Trop. Justin Turner brought home Alex Verdugo in the top of the 4th inning. Swing and a miss. Both teams went quietly in the first here. Boyd County got 3 in the second and exploded for 7 in the third. Tries to work up and away, and the count evens at 2-2. You see the difference on the screen there of the batters in shade, pitchers in sunlight. Breaking ball lifted deep, left field. Thacker turning and running. That one's over his head and into the bullpen for a bomb. A leadoff home run by Michael Potter, a solo jack, makes it 11-0. So Potter hits his first home run of the year, the 9th of the season by Boyd County hitting. So with the bases empty, he's up the 9-hole hitter of Josh Kelly. Kelly 0 for 1. Struck out in the second, was hit by a pitch in the third. That one's in there for a cold strike. That one goes over top of his back into the backstop, and the count evens at 1-1. Back to the top of the order, and J.K. McKnight, we go next. One low, 2-1. This one lifted deep left. Thacker turning and running. He's got plenty of room to keep this one in the yard. He'll make the catch out in the gap for the first out. Let's go back to the top of the order, and J.K. McKnight. McKnight 1 for 3, doubled and scored in the third. First pitch high for a ball. Well, our trivia question tonight, this day in 1974, Milwaukee's first hit. This guy came his first hit. Who was he? A. Darnell Porter, B. Robin Yount, C. Bob Calusio, or Sexto Liziano as the ball's roped out in the gap. Nice play there by Austin McKee. Chase that one down in the gap. 2 down. Who was the correct answer? It was B, Robin Yount. His rookie season back in '74 in a 5-3 loss to the Orioles. His second big league hit came the next day, a walk-off home run. No correct answers tonight. We got to work on that. I guess I'm going to have to find some prize packs or something to give out. Gunnar Gearhart 0 for 2 steps in. Had a sac fly his last time up. Count evens at 1-1. Peyton Jackson will go next. Marty Mills comes out and checks that baseball that got past the catcher into the backstop and then all the way up the line. 2 outs here in the 5th, 11-0. This one's off the end of the bat out to Hughes. Hughes picks and turns, throws a dart across to end the inning. Boyd County gets a run on a home run by Michael Potter. They lead at 11-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th on Cool TV.
The Tri-State's best gun and ammunition store. The best fishing and archery departments in the Tri-State. The largest selection of Benchmade and case knives. And the largest selection of Liberty safes anywhere. And the area's largest turkey shotgun selection. Get ready for turkey and fishing season at Borders Sporting Goods, the best sporting goods shop around. US 60 West, Ashland.
11-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Rams need to get some runs. 8-9 in the top due up this inning. They need at least 2 or this game will come to a stop to the mercy run rule. J.K. McKnight has been solid, only giving up 1 hit in the ball game. That was to Clay Coldiron. His line looks like this: 4 innings, 9 strikeouts. And the southpaw in his junior campaign, after got off to a shaky start, but has really settled in nicely here in this ball game. He fell behind 3-0 to lead things off to Connor Hughes and came back and struck out 3 of the 4 batters that he faced, including back-to-back strikeouts to Hughes and then Braden Webb. They're the first 2 batters in the inning after falling behind 3-0. So Kearns, McKee, and Hughes, the 3 that will go for the Rams here in the home 5th, down 11-0. Swing and a miss. Beautiful evening of baseball here. 79 at first pitch. Not a cloud in the sky when this game started, and still not anything. Here's a ball poked over toward the second baseman. Kelly will pick and throw 1 away. So we're bringing Austin McKee. Temperature currently in Ramland 76 degrees under beautiful sunny skies. McKee 0 for 1. Struck out looking his first time through. A little tardy on that swing as falls behind 0-1. Stay tuned with us after the game for the post-game show. We'll break all this one down and get your final stats. Nothing in 2. McKee back to work. And that one gets away from him into the backstop. Three runs in the second, 7 in the third, and then the solo shot by Michael Potter in the 5th. Equals 11 Boyd County Lion runs here. Here's the 1-2. Swung on a miss, strike 3. That's an even 10. 2 down in the inning. And we go back to the top of the order, and Connor Hughes. Used 2 strikeouts, fanned on 3 pitches. His last time through in the 3rd. Rams down to their final out, needing at least 2 to keep this game going. That one gets away from McKnight. He's still under the century mark at 95 pitches. But he's done the work tonight with the off speed and making his fastball electric. That's high for a ball, 2-0. The one thing you can usually look at is if Raceland struggles to get runners on the top of the order, which they've done tonight. They've struggled at the plate of finding a way to put across runs. Good things happen when you get guys like Connor Hughes on base. Outside corner, a called strike, 2-1. Again, 2 top teams in the region, and I think some people may overreact to the score on this one as you look at it, but it certainly is a measuring stick of where you are right now because both teams threw good pitchers as looked like Hughes checked his swing. Home plate umpire said he went. Marty Mills is going to come down the line and have a conversation. It did not appear from the angle I am that his barrel went past the plate. Good look there at conversation with Coach Mills and our home plate umpire tonight. And Mills has set his piece, and he'll make the stroll back up the line. So the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Rams down to their final out and final strike of the ball game now with Connor Hughes at the plate. It's fouled away. McKnight shakes off the first call, has the one he likes. Another 2-2 offering. Wants the breaky ball, and it's right down Broadway. 11th strikeout of the ball game. And that is your ball game. 11-0, your final score. Post game, and we continue after this on Cool TV.
The Tri-State's best gun and ammunition store. The best fishing and archery departments in the Tri-State. The largest selection of Benchmade and case knives. And the largest selection of Liberty safes anywhere. And the area's largest turkey shotgun selection. Get ready for turkey and fishing season at Border Sporting Goods, the best sporting goods shop around. US 60 West, Ashland.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, you know, they know you by name.
You know, you may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
11-0, your final score in this one, as Boyd County got the bats going in the second. They push across 3 runs in the second, 7 more in the third. They added an insurance run they didn't even need in the 5th on a solo shot from Michael Potter. And they win this one. My final score tonight of 11-0. J.K. McKnight tosses 11 strikeouts, holds the Rams to 1 hit, and he was very efficient from the bump. The Rams will fall to 12-3 on the season. Boyd County moves to 12-3-1. We'll take our final break here in post game. We'll look at our numbers and wrap it up when we return after this on Cool TV.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
11-0, our final score. Let's look at our box score for this one. For Boyd County, 7 hits in the contest. Brogan Jones goes 2 for 3, drives in 2. Vanover, Jones, McKnight, and Martin with doubles. Michael Potter with a solo shot there in the 5th. J.K. McKnight, 1 for 4, drives in 3. Michael Potter also drove in a run on a ball earlier in the ball game. Clay Coldiron with the lone hit in the contest for the Rams. Pitching looks like this. J.K. McKnight goes 5 innings, 1 hit, 11 strikeouts, walks 3. He gets the win. Clay Coldiron, 2 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 9 runs, 7 earned, walks 5, strikes out 3. He'll take the loss. Colt Wheatley goes 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, a run, it was earned. Struck out a batter, did not walk a batter. Parker Fannin goes 2 innings, 1 hit, a run, it was earned. It was the solo shot to Potter. He struck out a batter as well. So the finals look like this for Boyd County: 11 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 3 runners on base. Raceland, no runs, 1 hit, 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. Big thanks to my crew tonight, MJ McKay and Austin Ray. They killed it tonight on all the coverage of this ball game. So appreciative of all their efforts this evening, especially MJ at the last minute. I needed a bailout. We've got some family stuff going on, and my wife couldn't be here tonight, so MJ jumped in. I greatly appreciate his efforts. Austin being here tonight, doing a great job. All the great folks here at Raceland Worthington High School. Coach Conley and his crew at Boyd County, class act. These two teams are going to win a lot of baseball games this year, and I don't think you've seen the last of these two throughout the year. They'll play again later part in May, but they'll certainly have something to say about how things go down in the region later on in this year. Took us an hour and 52 minutes to play this one, but it was settled back in the second inning. Boyd County 3 runs in the second, 7 more in the third. They win this one going away by a final score of 11-0. For MJ McKay, Austin Ray, and all the great folks at the Cool Hit Sports Network, I'm James Collier saying good night, and thanks for tuning in here on Cool TV. Thank you for watching another exciting high school baseball and softball contest on Cool TV. This broadcast of high school baseball and softball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV.